30s, but it feels like it's cold. Hey folks, it's Mike and Angel with Retro RV Recon.
We're out here on this freezing cold day, Michael, at Cheaha State Park in northern Alabama, and it is beautiful.
On Cheaha Mountain.
Cheaha Mountain, in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
Yep.
We never knew there were real impressive mountains here in northern Alabama.
It's really something.
It feels like the Smoky Mountains.
If you guys are from Alabama, you should have told us.
Yeah, we didn't know. You've been keeping
really
this a
nice.
secret. But now you know, because we're sharing it with everybody.
So,
in some of the footage we showed with you earlier, you saw this same lake from up above at the restaurant, Overlook.
Let's see, what are y'all looking at right here?
I'm going to point to where our campground is. Over where that tower is. I don't know if you can see the tower at the top of the mountain, but that's where the Overlook camping is, and that's where our spot is. Okay, sorry. I'm here. It's just pretty.
It is. We have a site on the Upper Loop. Yeah, site 27. We're going to do the campground drive-through and the site walk-around.
Mm-hmm. And show you some of the things that we've done in our stay here in this area. So here we go.
All right. Here we are to the right. Cheaha State Park Campground. Something that we really enjoyed about this was you need to key in an entry to get in. You just can't drive in.
Yeah, they give you a code.
Yep.
But not just here at the front gate. You'll see that in a little bit though. And it says at the gate, if there's no one at the gate, to go to the store to register or sign in.
The store's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Stress-free zone, Michael.
It's the stress-free zone, everybody.
Ain't that the truth?
To the left are is it the hotel or, yes, the hotel.
Yeah. Hotel rooms.
The hotel rooms look like they're, the other side of them is like a vista. You can look over the,
oh, it's beautiful.
the Talladega Forest. Straight ahead is north. We're facing north. You see the big old tower?
We got a lot to say about that tower, don't we?
Yeah, there's only one cell antenna on it.
It's a TV tower for PBS. It was the original tower located at the highest point in Alabama, which is where we are. Cheaha State Park is the highest point. We actually went to the highest point there, right?
Yeah, we did.
Where that tower is, there's a tower you can climb up that the CCC
It is really cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
You get to see 360-degree views.
I think you guys said it was built in the early 1900s.
1934, I think, is when the building it's housed in was completed. So that's really cool. We'll show you a lot of that, all about that when we get around there to it. But look at this drive-in. Isn't this cool? And it's one way.
Yeah, the whole
around the whole park.
That's right. That's a good point. All of the roads are one way. If you pass your turn up and you too far to back up, well,
gotta go back around.
So to the left, that's the way we're going to go. To the left is the bunker tower, the dog park, the playground, and the upper primitive campground.
I know. It looks like the Smoky Mountains. Who knew Alabama had this?
Yep. To the right is the bunker. A little bit. Yeah, they saw it coming in. We have some footage of that.
Observation tower. We actually climbed to the top, didn't we, Michael?
Yeah, we most certainly did.
around this whole mountain. To the
It's a
left is
beautiful
the
park.
Bigfoot museum thing.
Apparently they captured him.
Yeah.
He's enclosed in glass.
And
That's really cool. Here's us. Plan ahead and prepare. That's why we're not cold right now, huh, baby?
That's right. We're not cold, even though it's
So, okay.
25 degrees out here.
This is not the Rougarou.
No,
This is actually the Bigfoot.
that's the Bigfoot. Look, wait. Look, see? The Bigfoot right down there.
there's the dog park to the left.
From this parking lot, there is a very annoying
Yeah, the
ringing, beeping sound, which I can't imagine dogs would enjoy that dog park with that high-pitched beep.
There's a pretty playground right here, and you got some old shredded rubber.
Tires.
Yeah, for the tires for the bottom. That way the kids don't hurt themselves.
It's
Or the
spongy.
adults, you know,
I actually walked out there to take a photo of that,
got some
the
big
playground
kids.
equipment. It's really cute.
So this is the primitive area. That's P102 on the right side.
Yeah, we were really surprised at all the tent campers here this weekend.
there
I'm
were a
like,
lot.
and we had temperatures down in the 20s, like 27. One night it was 21.
Yeah.
And it was windy, but yeah.
Got these nice pavilions. This park, this whole campground, upper, lower, primitive. It's so well taken care of.
All of it is really nice. Now, on the primitive where we are, the upper primitive, there's only water accessible to the campsites, the tent sites. Of course, we just passed the bathhouse.
And yeah, the sites are pretty close to the road. I don't see any tents right now, but the tent pads are pretty close to the road. I'd say you could probably get away with maybe 40 feet off the road.
Yeah, but they have fire rings and tables. There's Site 112. You see the water, the pump water.
And a couple of these sites, like where we are now at P115, you have a pretty good view.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's like all the way around you.
Yeah.
It's mountain range.
You got some trees in there, but you can still tell you're a couple thousand feet up. Look
Yeah,
straight
look ahead.
straight
Some
ahead.
layers.
You know.
And to the left. Look over to the left, babe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Mountains.
the site that I mentioned.
What site is that?
That's P120. If you camped at P120,
Wow.
you could have the opening of your tent facing an open area where you're just looking down on
The
top of some
foothills
trees.
of the Appalachians
Yeah.
right there. It's beautiful. And it's full sun too, so that would be a good spot for this time of year.
And it is windy up here.
Yeah, you can tell you're on a mountaintop.
Yep.
Well, when you're in the observation tower, you can see why though, because it looks like Talladega and all the surrounding cities are down in a valley.
Looks like this last campsite right here is P124 maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Now here's another one, P125. P125 is close to the, as you can see, is close to this little area we're coming up to.
The hotel area that we drove by.
So that's the hotel ahead, a little to the left. In front of us is also a swimming pool. Of course, it's closed right now. And you can't see it from the view, from the shot, but ahead and further down on the ground, past the swimming pool, is the lake.
And the lower loop.
Yeah, we got a car coming. Let them go, or a truck.
And the lower loop. But we actually went out to the deck behind that restaurant that's in view and took some footage
We did.
of the whole vista.
See how tall it is. It's a really pretty restaurant on the inside.
Beautiful views.
If it was open, we would have definitely gone in there to have some dinner.
They have oil lamps on the tables and antler chandeliers. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's something you would see in the Smokies, right? Or in the
Right.
Colorado Rockies.
And speaking of,
Beautiful.
The restaurant's closed in the wintertime.
Look how pretty that is.
Look how beautiful. You guys are going to have to wait.
I just
There we go.
I can't even believe, Michael.
Can't even. I know.
Hey, we should stop and just pull in right there and
All right,
so
let's
they
do
can
that.
see what we're talking about.
Let's do that.
So if you go swimming in this little pool right here, I mean, it's not real little, but in the summertime, I mean, look at this view.
Here's the look. There you go. Check that
Look
out.
at this.
Come over here, sit on that little bench there with your sweetheart.
It's just beautiful.
Look at that. Look at the layers of mountains in the back.
Mhm. The foothills of the Appalachians.
Yeah,
I said
look
already.
at that. You know, straight ahead are some dirt roads.
Yeah, oh yeah. We had fun taking our new truck down in those country gravel dirt top roads.
Yeah.
We didn't plan it.
No, we depended on the our cell phones to get us where we needed to go.
Yeah.
And the cell phone's like, well, you don't care if we go down back road.
It took us on the shortcut. It must have known we were in this big 2500.
It considered one of the roads a power line right of way was a road on this, and it was absolutely swamped with water. So
Okay, let's tell them what we just did. So you won't have to exit the park and come back through the gate.
yeah,
We just cut across the parking lot to the hotel, which we've seen other people doing that, so that's not
Right.
a problem. Because it is all one way. So now you see we're back on the main road that we showed you a minute ago.
put a little bit more pep in the step on this drive.
Yeah.
I like the one way because it's just
Especially
nice
on
to know
that.
you don't have to worry about somebody coming right at you,
Yeah,
especially this
moving
narrow
over.
road with a camper.
On a mountain
Yeah, on a mountain.
with the death drops.
Love it.
Who knew Alabama had death drops?
I know. We looked at videos before we came here to check out, and you know, a lot of folks did good jobs for the sites they were on. But we just had no idea it was this nice.
Slow down. Okay, so now we're back. We just took you to the left,
Yep.
which was the primitive campground.
So
Okay,
now we're gonna go straight
forward.
ahead, which is Bald Rock Lodge.
And there is a trail head, another one. There's about probably 6 or 7 connected to this
There's
area.
a
right?
bunch of trails out here, and that's just in the campground.
So what were you going to say, Betty? I cut you off. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that one of these trails that we're about to come up on. I don't think it's this one. What's that one? That's a mountain bike
Cheaha
trail.
Express. Yeah, that's mountain bikes.
Yeah.
That's that switchback on the
That's
yellow
right,
mark
that's right.
trail.
So yeah, there are hiking trails and there are mountain bike trails.
You know what? Right now would be a good time to insert the trail map.
Yep.
So
In the camera on the right, it's Cheaha Mountain Express. It's for mountain bikes, but off to the left side, you can't see it, there's a trail that goes right to our camper on the upper loop.
right behind our campsite.
So you
it
don't
leads.
even have to get in your car to drive to a trailhead. You can walk to it
Yep.
from the upper
A
loop.
little short walk.
Alright, so this is the Lodge Bald Rock. Bald Rock Trailhead and Restrooms, Bald Rock Boardwalk, and Bald Rock Lodge private group events.
Let's go check it out.
As you'll see, the boardwalk goes from the parking lot all the way to the vista. So it's 100% wheelchair accessible, which is
so
awesome.
nice.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, there's no huge inclines. There are rails in case you need them along both sides of that boardwalk, but it's beautiful.
I'm gonna make the loop here, then I'm gonna go make the loop by the boardwalk. Here's the lodge.
This is the lodge. Look how beautiful that lodge is. The CCC constructed all the buildings in this park,
Yep.
and that's why the stone, it's just so pretty.
And straight ahead, you can see through the trees. It's just, man, you're up on top. We're on top of a mountain.
It's beautiful.
You can't quite see it because it's hard for me to see it.
Okay, and so this is the parking area for Bald Rock Boardwalk. There's also trails on both sides of this raised boardwalk,
Yep.
and we can show you that up close because we actually went out there and spent a little time.
The bathrooms are clean.
It's nice.
It's just the whole place is so well maintained.
How far is this one? A mile? Half mile?
A little more than a half mile. It's 0.6 of a mile.
Am I brave enough?
Yes, you're brave enough, baby. It's windy. North Alabama, the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
Yep, foothills of the Appalachians right here.
And man, we digging this.
Loving it.
A little more than a half a mile there and back.
Just a short little walk, and it's so pleasant because you're going through the terrain of this mountain. There's big boulders and outcroppings. It's just
Here's the backside of the lodge.
very nice.
All right, our next stop, the Upper Loop.
Which is the campground that we're in.
You could walk from the Upper Loop to right here. It's
Yeah,
not
you
that
could.
far. Cheaha.
I think that's just a meeting room because it says about group, open for any group.
Yeah. Now there are cabins right off this road here and there, or some maybe
That
residents.
looks like a residence right there, these two. Remember how Jeremy was telling us that there are still private properties here located within the park?
And Jeremy was want to tell them about Jeremy?
Yeah, Jeremy, oh my gosh, a wealth of knowledge at the CCC Museum, which is over by the observation tower. We talked to him for a good long while. He even directed us to the kind of hikes that we wanted to do, Michael.
He sure did.
Because of Jeremy, we found out about the Cheaha Falls. We had no idea there was a waterfall associated with the state park.
He gave us some real good pointers as far as places to stay and attractions, so that the next time we decide to come camping out this way, we could, he gave us good ideas for our base camp.
Yeah, things to do in the area.
All right, here's the entrance to the upper campground, which is also, you need a key passcode to get in.
And it's different than the front gate passcode.
19.
Michael, don't say it.
Hang on, I gotta undo my belt. Because you have a little car or a big old truck.
I like that they do this because you don't get traffic through the campground of people who are not.
You don't get people riding around with cameras on their dashboard.
Oh, Michael.
All right, so anyway, the site numbers.
Okay, so this one to the left.
Let me get my paper out because I don't remember. To the left is number 3. Yeah, to the right is number 2.
Yep, behind this trailer is number 2.
Like a trail right there. I never noticed that. So straight ahead, the empty one on the right side is site number 4. And opposite of that one was site number 7. Straight ahead is site number 5.
And these are all back-end sites.
Yeah, these are back ends.
Until you get up here on the hill a little
we're coming up right here on the left side. You can't quite see it. It's site 6B.
And that's a pull through.
And it looks kind of different than the rest of them.
Maybe those are all the handicap spaces.
Maybe so. Oh, look, it says handicap right there. And right on the opposite side of 6B is site 6.
Yeah, that's really pretty. It's a back end spot, tucked into the woods.
And on the right is site 11.
We've heard other people say that these are close together, but I don't really feel that way. Do you feel that way?
No, I like it.
I think there's plenty of space between the sides.
I don't feel like we're being invaded.
It feels private.
There's site 12 on the right. And on the left is site 13. Site 13 is really near the bathhouse.
There are 3 spots right there by the bathhouse.
The empty one on the right is site 20, and that fellow with the vibe is in site 22. On the left side is a pull through, site 21. The bathrooms are so clean.
Oh, but they can see that retro in the distance.
I bet they can. On the left is site 23, pull through. On the right is site 24, pull through. On the left is site 25, and it's a back end. No, it's not. It's a pull through. It's a pull through. Wow, that's
big,
a pretty
long pull through.
That's a good pull through there. That's a big rig that old boy's got.
And a tent.
Site 26. Did I say that already on the right side? One of the prettiest spots is site 27, and they have a retro camper right there.
But look at our backyard.
Yeah, check
Or is that our
out.
front yard?
Front yard, backyard. It's our yard.
The awning opens to all of that.
opposite of us is site 27B, which is another pull-through.
Right. So 27 is the one we're in. 27B is across the road from us.
Yes.
But there's plenty of space in both.
And right here, this empty one on the right side is site 28.
Yep, another outside loop pull through.
I think
Look at that one, how you climb up to your deck.
That's nice.
That is nice.
And this is the second sighting of another retro.
A retro camper.
Somebody commented on one of our other videos saying, "Hey, I think we were in that spot." It was a retro, a whitewater retro. See, we got a bona fide retro.
Yep. It's so cool, right?
Yep. Oh, and they're in site. That retro is in site 29.
29.
It's a back end.
It's like our camper sister.
Site. Yep. Site 30 is a pull through, but looks like your awning faces the road. I'm not too wild about that.
It's not much room. You have to step way down the hill.
Site 31 is a pull through, and then you have a nice yard.
Yeah, that's a lot of area on the other side of that camper with no other camper in sight behind it.
Site 33 is a pull through.
Another nice.
Yep.
The ones that are up on the side of the hill, those are really pretty.
I'm gonna say that the majority of these sites can handle 35-foot rigs, and a portion of those could probably handle, 45-foot rigs.
Like this one. Look how big this one is.
Site 34 is a big pull-through spot.
Another thing too is that I like is they have all the trees trimmed above. So when you do these big pull-throughs on the outer loop, you don't have to worry about your rig, the limbs hitting your rig.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
They cleared
it's
it
really
all
set
off.
up. That was
well
site 30.
maintained.
That was site 33, I think.
I can't
That was
see
site
that.
34 we just passed up. And on the right side is site 36. Look at that. Man, you got rocks out there you can go hang out on.
But you can see how they've cut the lower limbs off the trees.
Yep. Out here, the weekend we're out here, the lows were in the upper teens. And yesterday, I think it maybe got 34 degrees for the high. That's site 42 on the left.
Can they see down there that way?
I can back up. The something that you need to know, they are very, very firm about disconnecting your water hookup in freezing weather, because if you're hooked up to their water lines and something happens to that line right there where you're connected, you're going to be held responsible for the damage done. So they ask you to disconnect your water before nighttime.
We actually had a ranger knock on our camper to remind us.
Yes, we
Michael,
did.
remember?
We
I thought
did.
that was very considerate.
It was very good, and it was the park ranger.
Yeah, they let you know that they were the park rangers. But yeah, we were gonna do it anyway, but it was good to have the reminder.
On the left is site 43. It's a nice view looking down, but I think that's your awning faces the road again. Just be mindful when you're looking at the sites where your rig pulls in. You're not going to have a bad view. It's just you're not going to have probably the prettier view that you could. You want me to go get the downstairs one too? I can.
Yeah.
Why
The
not?
ones that go that way are there ones that go that way?
There's
So we're back at the gate.
Yeah, I could cut across that road right there. That look cut through.
Okay.
The upper loop is kind of small. It's beautiful.
So we
It's
just
kinda
did the
small.
outer loop.
Yeah.
So now we're coming up to the inner loop. We're going to show y'all what those look
Alright,
like.
So now we're coming in from the left to site 7. It's a pull through. Look how they're all laid out. Man, these are real nice.
They are really nice and spacious down here.
You know what else is really nice about them? How they have the pads built up and decorative with those big old boulders, rocks sitting down like
short
that.
them up.
Straight ahead is site 8. It's a back end.
Is that where that tent camper was, Michael?
No, the temp camper was a little on the other
our
side.
loop.
Yeah.
Okay. But that is allowed on this loop. So, okay, on the primitive sites, you only have water. But on this loop,
It's site 10 right there.
the RV loop, you have water and electricity and sewer. They're all full hookups. But keep that in mind if you're a tent camper, that they do allow tent camping over here on this loop.
Yep.
In the RV park. So I thought that was kind of cool. And of course a nice bathhouse with the showers.
Look, here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, go through there. That's good.
Straight ahead is site 13. It's a back end. Now right here is the bathhouse.
These two are both handicap spots.
Yes. So straight ahead is the bathhouse, and on the right side is the men's. On the left side is the women's. On the other side of the building, you have 4 shower stalls, and they're private. You have 4 doors. Each door goes into a private shower stall.
Yeah, it's not like one big room.
Right next to the bathhouse, site 15.
And even it's pretty. Look at this view.
Yep. Let's see, where am I? Okay. So on the right coming up is site 17. It's a back end.
Oh, here's a tent within view.
Yep. And site 18 is going to be on the right side.
What's that one straight ahead? Do you know?
Straight ahead look like site 38.
And the one on this side of the road?
37.
Okay.
37's a back end.
So we'll know where we are.
Yeah. Now this tent is in site 19. Oh wait, there's a star. Oh, it's got a street light. Okay.
Oh wow, that's good to know.
Yeah. So that's where that Ram 3500 is. That's that nice big spot we mentioned. But yeah, there's the tents.
And what's the number on this spot, Barry?
25, I believe.
That's a big rig right there. So if you're looking for a good spot with a big rig,
with that Ram 3500.
I don't see where you see a number on that one.
Well, we did call it out when we passed it up, but
Okay.
here it is right here.
Okay, good.
See, that's us right straight ahead.
We're looking at the map, guys, just to make
really,
sure.
we did all this looping around so we could look at our camper again.
Give you a good shot of it.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I mentioned it in the. I'm gonna mention it, tell you about the sites in the site walk around.
Right.
But keep in mind that these are gravel pads, just a handful of them at the most, or a level concrete. But you will have to kind of level it up a little bit. It's not bad though.
Yeah. There's that retro again. Another pretty retro. I wonder what the interior of that one looks like.
Don't know.
It might not be a 50s designer.
It might not. You know, some of those retros have that just that new camper
Modern look. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, since we come all the way up here, I'm gonna just go down this road and show y'all site 36, 37 to the left, and 36 to the right. The Alpha Wolf. I'm sorry, 38 is the Alpha Wolf.
Sweet little girl outside.
That's pretty nice size. Oh, look how he's got cinder blocks holding heads up.
Yeah, very cool.
And then 39 on the right side, and on the left side is the left side is 40. It's a pull through.
And this one is a back end.
Back end is 41.
41.
41's kind of short though. If you got a little rig, that might be, or smaller rig, you might want to consider.
Do you have to put in the sizes to reserve this one, baby?
You do.
Did all that?
You
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Well, good. If they know. Okay, so there we go.
All right.
That's
so
the Upper Loop campground.
the upper loop, and the gates open automatically. You do have to pull up on them though. This is so impressive.
It is.
This has got to be in my top 5.
Oh, I love this.
This is in my top 5.
Love it.
I almost like this one as much as Grenada Lake.
North Abutment.
Yep. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you can check that video out.
Yeah, yeah. We have been making those comparisons though, because it does have that, it feels familiar kind of vibe.
It's just, you know,
it's clean.
Yeah,
it's well
clean.
maintained.
It's well maintained. There's a huge ranger presence out here.
Yep.
And there's more to do than just sit around a campfire. You can go hiking.
Yep.
You can go check out museums and check out some of the nation's history.
But you almost can't go wrong with any spot that you pick because
Right.
they're all so nice.
Over here, straight ahead and a little to the right is Pulpit Rock Trailhead.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't do that one. We chose to go see the waterfalls instead.
Yep.
Because we had limited time here. But it is clearly marked, and it's a short little trail too. When we say short, that's less than a mile, right? Out there and back.
There and back is less than a mile.
Yeah.
And you got cabins all over the place. These cabins look really cool too. cabins are just tucked in.
They
You can't even see them from the camera.
It's almost like you don't even have neighbors out there.
But they're just tucked
There's
in all over the
space
place,
there.
and all of them have just a little bit of a look, and they're far enough apart so that you feel like you're in the woods by yourself.
Again with the stone, which is natural here. So pretty. And the scenic overlook. Look from that cabin how beautiful that would be.
Yep. And you got cabins to the left.
Well, those are chalets.
Oh, I'm sorry, chalets.
I think a chalet is bigger than a cabin,
I wonder if they
maybe.
have any gray poupons. To the left is the exit of the primitive area. And here we are again. Here's the swimming pool and the
Swimming pools to the right. And the real pretty overlook. And that's where we did the cut through.
Yep, that's where we
on the
cut through.
left.
Now this is the way out.
So
And
this is the exit of the gate.
you are now at the point of no return. You have to leave.
Well, you can come back, but it just feels so safe and secure here with all these entry points being
The people that
coded.
work here are real nice too.
Oh yeah, why don't we take a walk through the store and show them that?
Okay.
Yep, shirts and stickers.
Alright, so yeah, they have firewood. It's a store. I mean, they have souvenirs. They have food and camping stuff.
Stickers and t-shirts.
Stickers and shirts. So we're gonna go show you how to get to the lower loop.
Yeah, and the waterfall too. So we're
So-
take a right.
Something to keep in mind when you're looking at the map. The lower loop is about 800 feet down, lower than the upper loop, and it's about a mile away. So, yeah, so just keep that in mind. The distance between the upper loop and the lower loop, if you get in your vehicle and drive, it's about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's done.
When you're going from the upper loop to the lower loop, in a vehicle, you have to take this route.
And this is 281 again that we're on. It's a two-way highway.
It's also the road that goes to Cheaha Falls.
There's a huge parking lot over there at that trailhead. This is not the way we came to the waterfalls, is it, Michael?
No, we
went down through all that.
Yeah, we took the hills.
We took the long way there.
It was kind of cool for me because, as you may have guessed, the truck is relatively new and it's a 4x4.
Oh, he got to test that four-wheel
And
drive.
I'm like, oh look, an
That
incline.
road.
An incline. I got to put it in 4-wheel drive, baby. You never know if you're gonna get stuck or not.
Yeah.
When you're stuck, it's too late. So that was fun.
Those backwoods country roads, they are fun though because you can see a part of the area that you wouldn't ordinarily see.
That's right. I would not suggest y'all take it because I don't
No,
want to be
please
responsible if
don't.
you get stuck.
Please don't go that way.
But if you did just so happen to go, you'd probably enjoy it.
And the way, well, we got directed that way because we went into town. We were out of water because we couldn't use our water connections because of the freeze weather, right?
Yeah, so we
So we had to go get some water. And while we were down in town, we did like a map of in our navigation how to get to Cheaha Falls, and that's the way our navigation took us.
Yeah.
And on my phone and on the truck. So, but you know, like Michael said, it was fun in the new truck
It
to go
was
that
fun.
way. But
So this is Cheaha Road, and you can see it'll take you to these 3 different places, but most importantly, it'll take you to the campground,
yeah,
to
the
lower loop.
lower loop.
If you keep going straight ahead, it'll take you to the waterfall, to the trailhead for the waterfall.
There is a parking lot down there, a big
Yes,
parking
a
lot.
big parking lot. It's really hard to miss.
Well, it's not just the Cheaha Falls trail. There's some other trails that all converge right there too, and I'll show you more about that in a bit. But yeah, it's a nice parking lot.
Hey, baby.
The trailhead parking lot.
Yeah, the trailhead
You
parking
can
lot.
either go to Pinhoti and go over to the Appalachian Trail, or what we're going to do, we're going to take this trail to go to Cheaha Falls.
Cheaha Falls. What you think, baby? What you think? Yep. That's right, just 1 mile from the parking lot on what highway? 231? 281. There's a parking lot. It's 1 mile from there to here. It's an easy walk. I had to give you a rating between easy and moderate. Another waterfall.
Okay. I think Mama would love this one. My mama.
This rock?
Yeah, you know how she collects rocks from everywhere? Can you put it in your pocket?
Go get the truck. See this? This is ice formations from the moisture leaching out of the ground. Look. Those ice crystals. You gotta be careful walking around here.
It's a beautiful hike.
It is.
We should be getting close to the lake. And there's a swimming area with a beach, right, Michael?
Yep.
And bathrooms and picnic tables, and it's really cool back there. And there's stairs that go from the lower campground down to the lake.
Yep.
So you don't have to drive around to the picnic area. You can actually walk to it from your campsite.
Yeah, they're pretty steep too, so keep that in mind.
That's primitive camping on the left. It's closed for the season too.
Yeah. We still don't know
Here
why.
we go. Here it is.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Slow down.
Ooh, look at all the
Cheaha.
people.
Oh,
It's that
man.
pretty weather bringing everybody out, Michael.
Yep, it's not 32 degrees today.
The hard freeze is over. There they are.
Let's see, it's actually 45 degrees right now.
Look up there. That's the restaurant.
I'll turn the camera just a little bit.
If anybody can see that restaurant up there on the hill, on the mountain.
You can see Pulpit Rock.
Oh, there's a bus. Okay, that explains all the people. The other day when Michael and I were here, we had it all to ourselves, didn't we, babe?
We did. We do have some footage of the lake.
Yeah,
though.
we'll
actually,
share.
you saw some of that in the opening.
Oh, that's true. That's where we did the opening.
So here's your drive to the campground.
Both hands on the wheel, please.
Because there's a death drop right there. Remember, it's a death drop on the passenger side.
Anytime you see that many reflectors, you know something scary is on the other side, right? You can see how close the lower campground is from the lake in the Deus area.
And that's it. Here we are.
That's it. There's your turn to go in. And again, it's gated, like the loop that we're on, which I think is really
Yeah.
cool.
If it,
Spin it around, baby.
yeah, if we could have, we would have gone through here to
Yeah, but-
at least look at it.
Yeah, they don't give any codes to this gate because it's all closed for the winter.
Entering Cheaha State Park. So that's the lower loop. What's up next? The site walk around. All right, folks, here we are. Site 27. This is what it looks like from the street, from the road. There we go. That's your neighbor site south, on the south side. See, yeah, you can see the other camper on the north side, so it's got a lot of room. This is the campsite across the street. So this is site 27B. Figured while I was standing here, you get a glimpse of it. I'm not sure, but I think all of the sites on the upper loop have 20, 30, and 50 amp connections. I think all of them have sewer connections, and of course they have water connections. They do ask you, it's very cold out here right now, I think it's 25 degrees right now. They do ask you to disconnect your water hose at night, because if their pipes or their equipment burst from freezing weather while your equipment is hooked up to it, they will fine you. But anyhow, here's the approach. You can see I had to get the leveling blocks out. It's not real bad. I probably could have set it up so it would be level, but I wanted to maximize our where the awning would pop out. Of course, we don't have that out either. It's been very windy and cold. Front to back isn't bad. You see the layout here. Look out for this tree. And I'll pan. Here's our view. I like this view. As a matter of fact, this is why I chose this site. I'm behind a tree. There we go. That's why I chose this site. Those are trails out there. Out in the distance, you can see that's a maintenance building. And there's your neighboring site, and that Coleman is a site just 2 sites away. Here's a general look of the campground. The upper loop isn't very big. I don't remember how many sites there are total on the upper loop. Put a let you know in a minute. Oh, looks like there's the grill. Looks like folks get fire going right here, which makes more sense to me than where that fire pit is over there. Alright. There's a camper. Like we said earlier, this campground is very impressive. I wish we could have spent more time here. I wasn't expecting it to be as nice as it is. I was expecting it to be nice, but it's pretty good. Let me show you a little something on top of my truck. Oh yeah, 2500. Look at that. Look what happened last night. A little bit of snow last night. Yep, here we go. This side here. Let me walk you over to the connections. Nothing fancy. Very practical. About to hook this up. I just tried the water out. It works good. I mean, there's water flowing through it. It dried up pretty quickly because the humidity is really low right now. So, whatever they do to keep them from freezing, they do a good job. Alright, there you go. Nothing fancy. Very practical. Site 27. You guys know we do these reviews for every campground and give you our opinion of where we're staying, what we're doing, things to do around the area. If you find it helpful, just subscribe. Let's take a little walk while I'm talking about subscribing. Yeah, well, good or bad experience, we're gonna let you know our experience. And this one's real good. We've had a lot of fun out here. The highest point in Alabama. Of course, we're in Alabama with a red camper, so that goes over well. You know, with the Roll Tide folks. See, right here's a part of a trail that goes out. Oh, and I think we've mentioned it already. I'll say it again. They have a huge tower on top of this mountain. Well, it doesn't hold any cellular transmitters for my phone or Angel's phone. Our cellular reception is horrible up here. All right, folks. Happy trails, happy camping.
Like being
Yes,
in the mountains. I
it
mean, it
is.
is in the mountains.
And you
It's
can't
in-
get. And you.
I don't know, but I've been told.
I don't know, but I've been told.
When you hike, you don't get cold.
When you hike, you don't get cold.
Sound off.
Sound off.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Bring it on down.
1, 2.
I really.
Look good, maps looking good. No, no poke.
No poke.
No poke.
Okay. How long have you been driving, Michael?
Go for it.
This is the highest point down
This is
there.
the high- well,
Why am
maybe
I
not
shaking
where-
this glove?
Not right here, but
Right now our camper's facing north. The direction is north and south. Oh, and the angel in there cooking, and the smoke alarm went off.
That was not the question. The question was, he gets like
Retro's tailgating me.
he gets like this every time he drives. He starts getting loopy. It's very entertaining, but also kind of scary.
bear with us because we're on shaky ground
Well, we're on wet rock in the middle of a river.
in the middle of a river.
Okay, so you ready? Here we go.
Hey, baby.
Things we do for this channel.
Things we do for entertainment.
Okay.
On the bayou, by the delta, there's a